I grew up falling in love with Star Wars. I think it's one of the best franchises that ever existed in media. I fell in love with it so much that I scoured through the depths of its lore to satisfy my desire for actual good Star Wars media. And with that, I found Star Wars: The Old Republic. This is an MMORPG set during the time of, you guessed it, the Old Republic. But prior to this game, I also played its predecessors, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I enjoyed the first game. I thought the story was amazing and the combat was somewhat okay. The gameplay is the same in 2, though I haven't finished that game in years, so I can't say much about the story. So I decided to hop on to this game instead and find out why some people in the fan base consider this game as one of the better Star Wars games out there. To begin with, this game allows you to pick which side you want to be on. I chose the dark side and selected Sith Warrior as my class because I've been doing the good guy route for so many games since then. The character customization here is a bit limited even if you paid for some cosmetics, but one of the most interesting features of this game is that your character actually talks in the dialogue. Most MMORPGs don't have that, so this was really cool to me. But then we cut to this. Like most MMORPGs or even RPGs in general, it will take a while to get used to the in-game features and to finish your character's story. I do have a bone to pick with here because if you just scroll through the main story missions only, you will get your ass kicked by some of the later bosses. I did this on my third playthrough as a bounty hunter and I had to return to some side quests I abandoned because apparently I was too underleveled to progress through the next story mission. I guess it's the game's way of telling you to join some multiplayer events, but still. The story can either be a hit or a miss, and it depends on which class you pick. Obviously, the classes that sound cool will have the cooler story, and the classes that sound lame will have a lamer story. Another complaint I have is that if you played a dark side or light side character twice, but with a different class this time, you still get the same side missions from other classes in the same side. This is just repetitive gameplay if you just want to skim through the story and finish each of the class stories. Why not just have the side missions be unique to a certain class? That way we can have some more variety and interest in each of the classes. I get that it'll probably take more work, but that's just what I want to say about the classes. Also, there's barely any difference between the abilities of each class. All of them just feel the same. While I personally believe that the KOTOR games have the better story, the Old Republic is a lot more fun to play with and turn your mind off. However, the gameplay itself didn't do the cinematic trailers justice because the gameplay doesn't really look appetizing. So with that, I'm giving this game 3 stars.